at the stare of the champion against the challenger. Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Wait a minute!
That's fine. I'll talk to you when you get home. I'll talk to you when you get back,
bro.
What's going on, y'all? Everybody, what's going on? Let me go ahead and fix my motherfucking shit. What's going on, everybody? We are here. We are here live. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get it in, trying to get everything situated. You know what I mean? Appreciate everybody, man, sticking with us, man. And I appreciate the love that everybody has been showing us. You know what I mean? We've been up in the hundreds, you know. But F all of that. We got Augustus. We got the living Katana. What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing today?
What's up?
Good.
You ain't gotta F all that, bro. We appreciate that. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to the topics, bro. The topics. We gotta talk about. I feel like we should get to the WWE stuff first, just because it's the bigger promotion. Even though I will say just a little preview. I don't think it was the most exciting thing in wrestling, or the most talked about thing in wrestling this week. But Monday Night Raw was kind of not what I expected. That Belgium crowd was crazy, though. That crowd was crazy. What do you think, Sled? Where do you think we should start with Raw? Where do y'all want to start with Raw?
First and foremost, you got to start with John Cena coming out with the maroon shirt on, with the same attire, with the same ass entrance. Everybody, you know, he was reading the X, he was reading people's Twitters and Instagrams and shit. So he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do anything that y'all think that y'all know I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna stick to my guns, and I'm not gonna give y'all nothing. Now, I don't understand, you know, how you miss out so much. Like, this is a road to fucking WrestleMania. Excuse my language, but I feel like the promo was boring as hell. Could I have done better? I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. But
don't sell yourself short, bro.
But you know, he makes millions. You know, and that's the thing. I'm not making no millions, but I'm not trying to. You know, I'm just staying humble because we never know. We never know. Shit, tomorrow night or fucking Raw Monday night, he could probably change up and something may have, you know, switch up. We don't know. You know,
that's what I'm hoping for. I'm not really. I'll be honest. I'm not the biggest Cena fan, but I wouldn't mind seeing a different look. I wouldn't mind seeing some different moves.
John Cena. Maybe if you shaved his head without nobody knowing, you know what I'm saying? Since CM Punk called him both.
Would be crazy.
Bald frauds. Yeah, bro. If that nigga came out with
bald Cena.
with bald Cena.
That'd be crazy, bro.
I would laugh. I would really laugh. I honestly, I would just, I wouldn't know what to do.
Okay. Mama. Know the hell you ain't?
I think Cody Rhodes kind of saved that segment though a little bit. I didn't feel like it was all the way bad even on Cena's part. I felt like it was straight.
Okay.
Braun Breaker and Finn Balor pretty much went how I thought Braun Breaker and Finn Balor was gonna go.
You know, I'm gonna just be honest with you. Brian Breaker, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think that shit was a good match at all. You know what I mean? It's like I felt like, you know, something was missing in that match. And, you know, it's always some type of motherfucking uh interference when it comes to the judgment day. And I understand that. Whatever, cool. But damn, son. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see something different.
Right.
Like we don't like I don't feel like we're on the road to WrestleMania. I'm not even gonna sit here and hate right now.
I feel the
Like
same way.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. John Moxley out here doing dumb shit. I'm still not feeling like I'm in the road to
No,
WrestleMania.
hold up. Let's not get to that yet. Let's not get to that yet.
But listen, I felt like Cena's heel turn should have been like it was shocking when it happened. But then it should have been more polarizing. Like he should have been doing more. Like listen, nigga, I had more fun watching WWE 2K25 than watching Cena's promotion. And that's saying a lot. I'm not a hater. You know, I'm not a hater. I don't try to hate on nothing, but it was not very interesting at all to me. Like I was kind of hurt. Like, damn.
I feel like I'm intrigued more than interested. You know what I mean? Like I'm wanting to be interested in it more than I'm actually like invested into it. Like
and I agree. But damn, son, like what the fuck?
I think Penta is possibly gonna do like a maybe 3 to 5 month title run with the Intercontinental Championship before
Nah, nigga, he want that Continental Championship.
That Continental Championship.
He said that's exactly what he said. He said he want the Continental Championship. He didn't say Intercontinental. He said Continental, nigga.
But
we got to bring these belts, Triple H. What are you doing? We got to bring the United States Tag Team Championship belts.
I'm waiting on that.
And we need the Continental title now. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring it. We have to have it. You know what I mean? Just do it. You know, for Penta and Jimmy Uso, just do it.
I think Penta's getting the title though before him and Rey Fenix become the Lucha Bros again. Or at least before they get the tag team titles from the Street Profits. Because I honestly feel like they're gonna take one of the tag team titles, if not both of them, and unify them.
I feel like that unification shit is stupid as hell.
It's kind of a selfish thing, but at the same time, it builds a lot of aura to that. You know what I'm saying? It builds a lot of aura and like accolades to that wrestler and that talent.
Now, if you're gonna have a unification title, then they need to be defending this shit every week.
As long as it isn't like some Bruno Sammartino long title reign.
4,000 something days? Hell no.
As long as it's not something like that. As long as it's not.
Please don't.
It's not something extensive like that, I think it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, that's a fact. I agree.
But what else was there on Raw? Let me check my notes real quick. Oh, the contract signing. That was shenanigans. Rhea Ripley coming in during the contract signing between Io Sky and Bianca Belair and kind of signing her own name on it after wrecking both of the women in the ring.
Well,
and then took the contract, which was kind of, I don't know if that was.
That's not legal.
I'm not sure if that was part of the plan though, like her taking the contract and walking out with her, or if she just did that in the moment. But that seemed like
that was part of the plan.
Strange.
But the thing is, though, you can't sign a contract that has don't have your name abided to it, fool.
Yeah, and they were saying that the whole time. Like they were really
hold on
that the whole time in commentary. They were like, "Oh, but that's not legally binding," and yada yada. But as you see, the shenanigans still work, and shenanigans are what they are in wrestling. We're gonna get a triple threat out of it.
It's like really. I've watched some of Raw, but not all of it
Yeah,
because it's certain things that I'm invested in, but it's just like you said earlier. It just doesn't feel like WrestleMania season at all. Like we already had a Rumble, we already had Elimination Chamber, and you know that led to Cena turning heel, and it just didn't feel right.
I feel like
And it just feel like
not only does WWE have a lot of talent, but they could sign so much talent in the independent scenes that could in the international scenes and work with international scenes that could just turn up WWE so much. But even if they just utilize their roster, just a little bit better, teeny bit.
yeah. And you got also got to think about they got like you said they got so much talent, but it's like they don't know how to use it. Like how would they put all this talent in one slot? Like okay, for instance, they got Javon Evans. The kid is hot and independent.
Dude is
They grab him.
talented, hella
Yes,
talented. And what are they doing with them?
nothing.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
Making him look like I'm gonna tell you what they doing with him. I know Jay Malachi from when I first moved out here, and I was recording him at Firestar Pro Wrestling. Nigga, I knew him before he was motherfucking Javon Evans, before he got out there to NXT, before the money got to him. You feel me? The nigga is a very talented motherfucker, but one thing is facts and two things is motherfucker for certain. You know what I'm saying? They got this nigga out here looking like a straight mark.
Yeah,
Straight up.
It's crazy how
You got him you got him somewhat beefing with Trick Williams, and then this nigga's basically, you know what I'm saying, marking him on the mic like, nigga, you got this motherfucker really making him look like he real childish, like he ain't really talented, like he ain't got no reason being there, like you ain't got no reason to talk to me, or you ain't got no reason to be in the same, you ain't gonna be no champion. Like, nigga, what, you making me sound like I'm a weak ass motherfucker? Like, for what? For what? What is the point in that? Like, I don't understand the shitting on him situation. Like, what are you going to try to build his character? Like, oh, Trick Williams is shitting on him, but I'm going to prove to you and build his character. Okay, I can understand that, but you gotta give him something than him just sitting over here looking at Trick Williams like this.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta let him do something. Like let him cook. And if he ain't good on the mic, then
way talented, and that's one of the things that I try to tell people. Like, hate on again. I'm gonna fucking play this record till it sounds like it's dead, but I'm gonna keep defending AEW when it comes to making a different product. Like, yeah, it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but it's interesting. You know what I'm
the
saying?
show ain't my cup of tea.
I mean,
I can't even sit down. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
and it don't have.
I'm not hating.
But undeniably, it is WWE's main competition. It's only been around 5 years. And
when you only bringing in a couple thousand, fans though, you know what I mean, and you had to end one of your
Dynamite brought in 650, 600,000.
Say what? Are you talking about in one night?
Last night, yeah.
Are you talking about in? Are you? There's no way they could have had 600,000 people there.
Over half a mil viewers last night.
Oh no, I'm talking about in
the
attendance.
Venue? Oh, in attendance. I'm not sure.
I know people watch on TV. That's not even a fact. That's not even an argument. I know people watch on TV. I'm talking about the attendance inside of the arena. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's nothing. I'm not hating on AEW at all. It's just not. It ain't for me to watch.
Yeah, that's about right. 2,426.
Yeah, that's why I said a couple thousand. They bring in a couple thousand. This is a
Because
natural
it's because they
indie.
the smaller venues though.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's a natural
It's a
indie
different
feeling.
atmosphere.
Right, it's an indie feeling.
Yeah,
Nothing against
I
that.
honestly do like the atmosphere a little bit better. It kind of reminds me of like a Lucha Underground-esque vibe.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, like I said, I have nothing against it. I mean, they have some great
not
highlights and great
undeniable.
spots.
What I'm saying though is like, why hate on AEW if you're a wrestling fan? Even if not every match is your cup of tea, not every promo is your cup of tea, not every talent's your cup of tea. They have a bigger roster already. They're working with international talent more. They're collaborating with other promotions, local and indie promotions. They've only been around 5 years. People talk about their creative, but look at all that they did with their creative in just those 5 years and how much attention they brought to wrestling. The bloodline has been going on for over 5 years. We've been watching the same storyline in WWE for longer than AEW's been around.
And AEW has declined since then too,
Well,
with
well,
attendance.
well. I mean,
They canceled
because
Rampage.
they
They
did.
got all these wrestlers, but they're canceling shows. You know what I mean? They're putting all these wrestlers under one roof because they're super
That's
talented.
because
But
they
listen,
had
I mean,
3 shows though. They
but
didn't
listen,
really need 3 weekly shows.
but why not? You got 126 fucking wrestlers. 38 of those motherfuckers are women, and 120. Come on, bro. You needed 3 shows.
I
I get you. Listen, Tony Khan
They
may
do a
not be
lot
the
of
best
stuff
promoter.
though. They wrestle a lot though, not just at the shows. They also got part of their roster doing those cruises and go and all these other
I haven't seen Scorpio Sky
collaborations. And
I
they go
don't
to
know if
New
he's injured.
Japan too. There's a lot of people that are on the AEW roster that still wrestle in New Japan.
That's true too, but I say just keep put more like I say that about WWE. Put more people on the air. I'm saying, like, I say the same thing about any promote. And New Japan is good about that. New Japan has tons of great wrestlers, and they put them through like tournaments. They put them through like little mini shows, little mega shows. There's multiple shows, and I've been trying to catch up on New Japan lately. And there's so much that they've been dropping.
It's been so good, bro.
It's crazy talent, and you're not seeing the same person each time, each night. They had a weekly event. They had this weekly tournament, and each night there was different fucking stars. Like you didn't want to miss the action. And then like I gotta go smoke outside. I'm pausing this shit. and but I just feel like WWE, I don't feel like we're on the road to WrestleMania. Talking about AEW, John Moxley is taking freaking weird ass spots, getting suplexed on a fucking nail bat. Like,
right. I was just talking about this.
Nigga, did you get your tetanus shot?
So we just gonna go right to the. We just gonna go right
to it. I can't because that's the only vivid image I have in my mind this week. That was the only thing that I could remember. Forget John Cena's.
What you gotta understand, which anyone who's familiar with the hardcore scene or deathmatch scene of wrestling, anyone who's familiar with the show Dark Side of the Ring, yes. Exactly.
CZW
promotion. So John Moxley.
That's where he came from.
John Moxley comes from that scene.
Yep. So he wrestled in CZW.
He sort of idolizes people like Chris Gage, and which is someone who literally at a deathmatch tournament in a field had to be emergency evacuated via helicopter because he sliced his arteries open, and died for 8 minutes in the helicopter flight, and had
this nigga was dead in the helicopter.
Yeah, so that's the type of people John Moxley looks up to, and he kind of builds his persona after people like Brian Pillman too.
But Brian Pillman wasn't doing nothing nutty like that. That nigga was just off the hinges.
He was
He was off the hinges.
He was kind of in the sense of trying to blur the lines of what's real and what's wrestling. Brian Pillman was like the founder of that. He was like groundbreaking when it came to that loose cannon, unhinged persona. And it was kind of I seen the body language, and I thought that Edge or Cope was setting him up for a suplex. And the second I seen the lift, I was like, surely, like in that split second, I was like, surely he's gonna reverse or do something, and they're not gonna land a spike. And then I had like a secondary thought that was like, it is Moxley. And then just as I thought that, bam, and he was suddenly Spike was his Siamese twin.
Bro, that thing was stuck in there. Did you see the scar? I mean, the nasty cuts it left.
Oh, the punctures, the hole.
Yes.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's why I said the boy needed his tetanus shot 19 times.
Yeah, it was bad. He had to have, like, there was two people that were trying to remove it from his back.
Yeah, Wheeler Yuta and some a referee.
Yeah. And
like I don't know. It's crazy how I know AEW wrestlers' names.
But what's wild is I'm pretty sure that was all Moxley's idea. I'm pretty sure that was to make up for the lackluster main event at Revolution.
Yeah, and cutting and blading himself after a sling blade.
That's wild that he did that. That's wild.
Like, why did you do that?
That wasn't at Revolution though, but that was wild. I don't know why. I've never seen someone take a back bump and cut their forehead. That was wild.
Oh, my back, but my face is bleeding, yo.
Even his opponent was confused. He was like, "Why'd he just roll out the ring?" Like, what?
I can't believe that.
But that's
so funny.
That's it's to be expected, and a lot of people in the wrestling community right now were in uproar about it and calling him all kinds of names and slandering his name about it and over it. And maybe it's not the most technical form of wrestling or the most family appropriate or friendly form of wrestling, but what people got to realize is it is a form of wrestling in a genre and lane in wrestling, and there is a large fan base for that sort of wrestling. Death matches in New Japan are a huge draw. The death matches in Lucha Underground were a huge draw.
Yeah.
Everything hardcore in AEW has been a huge draw. And again, back to the AEW thing, people hating on AEW. When AEW first started 5 years ago, bro, in 2019, they were already competing with WWE directly. The Wednesday Night Wars forced WWE to change NXT to Tuesday night. They lost 74 out of 76 nights in views and ratings.
That's against NXT.
I mean, I know it's against NXT, but
not doing that against WWE.
I'm talking about when they were first conceived, though, first created. You got to think. You got to realize there's a big fan base and attention on WWE because it's been around 70 plus years. When you're around 7 decades and more, you're gonna have viewers.
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta understand too. But you got those people who think that, and I ain't saying nothing against. Like I said, they think that AEW is just
AEW, man. WWE talent would not be getting paid what they are.
Hey, if it wasn't for,
they wouldn't be able to negotiate like they can.
Shit, if it wasn't for the Canadian Football League, the NFL wouldn't be what it is. That's just competition. You just gotta have it's good competition. Competition is good, man. It's just you gotta have it.
But yeah, the Moxley bump, stab, spike. I don't know what we want to call that. Is it still called the bump if it's like a puncture wound? I don't know.
No, that's a fucking
call it a
attempted
spike.
death. It's
We'll call
attempted
it-
murder.
Literally, man could have ended very badly. And don't get me wrong, like I'm the type of person that like I would do hardcore bumps and spots, no problem. That is not one of the hardcore bumps or spots that I would ever do in my lifetime. You're risking your spine, your brain stem, your
Vertebrae, all that
you
shit.
can literally end
Everything.
up paralyzed or dead from a spot like that. Like that was insane.
Hell yeah.
Like man, but that's what I mean though. He's the type of he's one of those extreme wrestlers that are a little like they come from the really unprofessional side of wrestling and they somehow got into the professional leagues. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
No,
if that
because they did spots. They did spots like
I don't
that.
know
So
if that
they,
makes sense, but like something like a murderer getting into the NFL or like a you know,
a rapist working at the YWCA.
something like that. So like
What? Oh,
he's not really I don't think he's really all mentally together. Like he might actually be a little off, or his character might be like he's really into the kayfabe in the character. All that I do know is he always does shit like that. And even when he was doing the death matches and shit back then, he always did wild spots.
oh yeah. That how did he say something about that? It was I think a match I was watching his from CZW. Dude had some kind of chisel saw, and it was going into his head, like deep into his head.
The pizza cutter.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Was it? No, it wasn't a piece of cutter. It was an actual like a
piece
saw.
of
Like
the a saw
yeah,
or a piece of
mhm. It was something like a saw,
it was
and
probably the pizza cutter. Look,
It was part of the. It was a pizza cutter. It was it was the broken off part of the pizza cutter.
that's Chris Gage. No, he just uses a pizza cutter, man. He'd sit there and pizza cut people's foreheads open. He actually he did it to Dave Arquette.
Oh yeah, David Arquette almost died in the fucking death match, bro. I remember that shit.
He ended up catching him in the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when David Arquette was like, "Nah, man, I'm out of here." He was holding his neck, walking away and shit. Like he was like, he honestly was trying to kill David Arquette.
I mean, I don't think he
believe it.
Do all that, but he said that he was kind of being rough with him, and he kind of like scrambled to fight back, and when he did, he got nicked in the neck with the I think it was like a light fixture or something.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see this video of one of those things happening and the guy he got kicked the light bulb kicked and got stuck in his fucking jugular?
yeah. I remember that.
That shit was
I
fucked
forgot what
up.
that was.
That shit was fucked up.
I see that in a lot of matches and hardcore matches too. People take
Katana, check your messages.
People take those. No, that's fine.
Yep. But Saturday we got your guest.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have to contact him again tonight or tomorrow and
Perfect.
let him know. Probably going to that wrestling event tomorrow. So.
Oh, at Limitless?
Yeah, that Bissell.
Gotta record it.
Brothers bash.
Gotta record some spots, man. Gotta hit us with some spots.
We're gonna try to shit.
Order my so I can study some stuff. 'Cause
For real.
I got Sunday so yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of hyped
So,
to see Zilla Fatu in action. That should be cool.
Bruh, nigga, you better get his autograph and take a Samoan spike from him.
got to,
Bruh.
got to. But
oh man.
yeah. Then what else? What else was there? Oh,
Yeah,
Toni
we done
Storm,
today.
bro. Toni Storm.
Hey, I watched her promotions. Her promos are really good.
Bro,
Like that's
her
a
promo. MJ.
WWE let go. Yeah, WWE let go a really good
Oh yeah, they
one with
dropped
that.
the ball. They
They
dropped
dropped the ball with that one. Yeah.
the ball.
Letting go of Sasha Banks wasn't too much of a fumble, but Toni
Mm,
Storm was a fumble.
debatable. Toni Storm was definitely a fumble though.
Toni Storm is a fumble for sure.
She's an underrated talent, man. She's a goddess on the mic, bro. No one's touching her in women's wrestling.
Nah, she got the mic. She got the mic for
She
sure.
she and even on commentary, bro. She was saying crazy shit on commentary last night. Like she at one point, so like when you're watching AEW, if you watch it from a certain broadcast, you can see it without commercials and keep watching it right through the commercial break. And they thought that they were off air because they were off air for a while, and she was talking crazy stuff. They were making crazy jokes. Her Taz and Excalibur, and then she started as they were back on air, and they didn't realize they were back on air, and she's like, "Oh my, what have I said?" But she was saying crazy stuff, man. She said at one point she was like, one of the lines she said was, "I'm not scared of anyone named Bane." She said, "I get my back broke every night." I was like, "Yo, this chick is wild on the mic, bro."
What?
Yeah, she's
Wow.
wild on the mic, bro.
That's crazy. I get my back broke every night.
Well, yeah,
Damn.
she's like mad vulgar on the mic. That's like part of her gig, her gimmick.
That's how it's supposed to be, I guess. You feel me?
I like it. I'm a fan. Big
Yeah.
big Toni Storm fan. Like
Oh yeah. Well, we got we got SmackDown tomorrow. What's your thoughts on tomorrow night? Well, not tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. We got SmackDown through Glasgow. She's going probably Glasgow. We're at Glasgow, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm hyped for it, but I still want to talk about AEW a little bit more. That the four-way, the fatal four-way for the championship, the contender match. So it had kind of a shenanigan ending where Speedball was clearly winning the match. Speedball Mike Bailey.
Mike Bailey.
Yeah, Mike Bailey was clearly winning the match. He delivered a kick to the back of
back of the head. Yeah, I seen that.
To the back of the head, and
yeah.
And then did you see the ending? So the ending, Mike Bailey pins him. Ricochet just kind of like climbs in the ring and gets on top of both of them. So he got in on the pinfall. So they gave him and Mike Bailey.
How is that possible? He's on top of Mike Bailey's back. Mike Bailey is not.
He was like.
That doesn't make sense. He's still not the one initially on top of the person
pinning
him.
It was weird. He was kind of like. They were kind of both pinning him. It was weird.
Were they side by side? I can understand if they were side by side.
They were just like from different positions. Ricochet was kind of like on top from the side, and Mike Bailey was kind of like doing the whole like package thing. It was a shenanigan ending.
That sounds like the time when fucking Vince McMahon fucking tore both his fucking quadriceps coming out the time when fucking John Cena and Batista hit the Royal Rumble. That motherfucker tore both his fucking quadriceps. That's what that sound like.
Did you see in the wrestling news recently that Alberto Del Rio is on a 6-month suspension for an altercation with fans in Tijuana?
Yeah.
Alberto is always.
Bro, he always into something. I think he's part of the cartel.
Mm-hmm.
I think
the
he's part of the
allegations with him
cartel.
and Paige, then the stuff about his ex-wife. No, it's like over the years, like ever since his release from WWE, he's been getting in more trouble and more trouble. And
Hey, y'all
wondering
remember
why
when
WWE won't take him back.
Y'all remember when Kofi Kingston said that he's been in WWE longer than Rey Mysterio? Well, he's right, because back in 2018, Rey Mysterio also was in AEW wrestling at All In.
Damn.
Yeah. And while Rey Mysterio was wrestling at Lucha Underground, Kofi Kingston was still there.
Oh, you meant Lucha Underground. You said AEW All In, and I was like,
yeah, he did. In 2018, he wrestled at AEW All In.
Rey
Mysterio did.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, when he went against Brian Cage, I think.
It was a three-way tag match. It was a 3-person tag match.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Then what was the other thing? Oh yeah, David Finlay. David Finlay ended up in the New Japan.
Well, you heard that Shinsuke Nakamura is coming back to the WWE.
Huh?
Shinsuke is not going to leave the WWE.
Well, I don't know why they would get rid of him, because they need a more,
they got all these international wrestlers that they're trying to bring in. They need people that like Shinsuke there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I guess, the fact that he's taking time off, because he just lost his brother, so I feel.
Yep. That's why he dropped the title, because he wanted to be with his brother. He wanted to be with his family. And Triple H was like, well, we got to have an active, storyline for WrestleMania, and he was like, I don't care. Family first.
As he should.
Yeah, exactly. I take off for family. Triple H, okay. You have it. You have that. You can go and do that. Shinsuke, Shin, you can go and you can go be with your families. Thank you. Thank you, Triple H. I appreciate your love and admiration.
Hey, bro, look, you doing voices, right? So we gonna have to get together on that, because I gotta think about doing voices too. I don't know if you huh?
Is it for wrestling? Like a wrestling a cartoon or something?
I mean, like you know how back in the old games, how they used to have back in story mode, they had the actual wrestlers voice their own voice.
Yeah. So like so I see what you're saying. So like when you running like the 2Ks and they doing promos, you like doing like a voiceover for the promo.
Yeah, okay. Right.
That'd be fun. Like we already got, listen, man, y'all, everybody listen. We're planning on putting together a 2K whole thing, pay-per-views,
whole
online league, man. Like
whole fully custom roster.
Yeah. So that's
we
gonna be dope.
Decided if there's gonna be a little bit of a gate fee yet. You know what I'm saying, for
the people who want to try to come in.
If people want to join the roster, but everyone on the podcast is gonna be
in it.
Like
there. But we're running on 5 minutes because I have to get up out of here. You know what I mean? But I want to talk about one last thing before we head out. I want to ask both of y'all a question. Would you have rather kept John Cena as a face and had face versus face and see who can win at face value?
I would rather
Or
have seen Cena turn heel like a decade ago.
exactly, because I
Yeah.
feel like it's kind of boring right now. Like, bro, you don't know what to say. You're so used to being showered with cheers. Like this it should have been done years ago. Like
He doesn't.
now,
I don't think he's quite heel material.
unless he come out with a middle finger on his shirt on Monday that says "fuck them kids,"
Yo, if he came out and did the
bruh, instead of this and did this,
Yeah.
oh,
crazy,
okay.
bro.
I'm gonna
That'd
be
be
intrigued.
crazy.
I'm back
If he did
intrigued.
that,
Okay,
bro,
you
if he did that, bro, that'd be crazy.
because we can see you
I
now.
will say my favorite part of that segment, bro. My favorite part of heel Cena so far, period,
Okay,
was him calling the kid in the crowd toxic, and then the camera shifting to that kid, and the kid just be staring there like,
that was planned.
woo.
He
That
told that kid he
shit
was gonna do that.
hilarious, bro. I
He
don't
told
know
that
if it
kid.
was planned, bro. I don't know if it was planned.
That kid knew he was about to get roasted.
I feel like he was just trying to roast everyone that had Cena gear on.
And you know what?
It was
He
even part
did
of
do
the
that
promo.
too. He did do that too. And I look at this. I'm gonna say this, y'all, before we head out. I can't wait for tomorrow afternoon. I'm probably not gonna be able to watch it until tomorrow night. I can't wait for that. But I want to feel like last year, the road to WrestleMania last year. I felt it. Like I felt it, man. And when Cody Raheem Rhodes,
It could happen. It's good, bro. My fault.
when Cody Raheem Rhodes,
Raheem's crazy.
when he won the belt, I felt that. I was like, the story was completed. But now I'm like, damn, bro, what we doing?
That's crazy. You going to WrestleMania? You going to Las Vegas, man? So you get
It
to
ain't
see it
nothing
first.
new. I mean, it's WrestleMania is something new, but going to Vegas ain't nothing new. That's I lived in Nevada
Bro,
for
you gonna
years.
have to. You said you got the tickets. You said your tickets are behind the commentary.
Yeah,
That'll be dope.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna be looking for you, bro. I'm
yeah.
gonna be looking for you.
So just know,
Yeah, bro, you better bring it. Hey, you better
I got
bring
some
some
type of
signs.
sign. Exactly. I got a sign or
Oh, you better
something,
bring
man.
a sign and represent. You gotta make that Wrestling Unleashed podcast.
Bruh,
bro.
that's you
Yeah,
know
do
what?
that.
Bruh, y'all,
They
you know what?
They can't avoid. They can't avoid the commentary desk, bro.
They
can't.
can't. They gotta
can't
be
take
there.
us
It's
out.
what's funny is that $6,000 is something
I make a
crazy.
funny sign too, though. Like for some superstar, I make some superstar signs. You know what I'm saying? I have the
I'm
whole.
making like
I have the
4
whole
of them.
tribe, bro. You gotta have your whole tribe holding signs up. You gotta have.
It's just gonna be me and the wife.
Well, y'all gotta have like
What? You
y'all gotta have them dual sided.
The kids ain't going this time, man. I'm trying to drink and can't have the kids around, man. You know it's legal out there, nigga. You know it's legal out there, so I'm going right over to Med Man.
Y'all gonna,
Man, I'm about to bow like 2K.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Yeah.
I don't. Look, listen. I don't smoke some from you. All right.
I got you, fam. I'm finna get some of that tropical azure, then drink and be married.
I got that Bolo Runts right now, man.
Man, I can't. Man, I gotta. But hey, y'all, we gonna have to head off on this one early. This has been good for WUP. Whoop. You feel me? Wrestling Unleashed podcast. You feel me? We out here. We gonna see y'all Saturday. We gonna possibly have a special guest and possibly have some more people on the panel. We appreciate everybody coming in and tuning in on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and X. We appreciate all your help, all your support. Be on the lookout for merchandise coming soon. Be on the lookout if you play WWE 2K25. We're going to be dropping the new league on there. We just getting all the artwork and all the vector stuff going on. We can't wait to get you in there. Just be on the lookout. We're going to be talking some more wrestling here on Saturday. Be ready because we're going to be out there. Y'all ready? We'll see it in. Peace.
Put on a suit, drink water, don't drink and drive. Hey man, call your mother.
It means nothing. It means nothing.
No, they lying to you. It's about the money.
Now you're more fluent.